I see you are still here. How unfortunate. I see my ditchlings haven't managed to dispose of you yet. Hey, Scarlet Hollow, I'm Cable, he's Time. We should probably say our names. We haven't done that once, ever.
You know, a little bit of an intro might be okay.
If anybody out there is keeping track of what we're doing, they might want to know which one of us is which. We're back with Scarlet Hollow episode 2. It's been a little bit since the first episode. It's been like a couple series on our channel, but we're going to go ahead and see this recap. I don't see an option to say yes or no. Are you going to... yeah, there it is. Okay, gotcha.
It was hiding from you.
Let's see what we did last time on Scarlet Hollow. And I was expecting this to be like flashes of like a cinematic slideshow, but I guess I got to read this too. The long lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late night stops and seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought this. Isn't this the same ass?
Yeah.
The funeral of Pearlane Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family.
Okay,
welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I feel like we were kind of mean on Tabitha last time.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Looking back on the footage while editing it and being 100% sober at the time, I felt like I was harping a little too much on her mood because I made a connection while editing it. You know how her mom just died like not too long ago?
Yeah. Do
you remember that 10-year-old mayonnaise in the fridge?
Oh yeah, and like
that's who she's been living with.
And like the mansion, this level of disrepair obviously is not that recent, so this is just like how it's been.
And on top of that, her mom has been spreading rumors about us, and we've never even met her. So I feel like Tabitha's probably been dealing with a lot of shit from her mom. So I'm going to try to, from this moment onward, I'm going to try and be really nice to her to try and get her to like open up about it and get an actual relationship with her. I was already kind of trying to be honest with her and be nice to her, but I'm going to make a concerted effort to try and actually, because I feel like I've picked up on that, which was probably obvious, but I was too busy messing around to notice. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Well, joke's on you, Tabitha. I already saw the forbidden wings. I saw your locked up doors. And your Abbott and Costello wall that you can put up furniture.
There is also the mysterious other person who lives in the mansion who may be dangerous.
There's also Dustin the Opossum, the best character in the game so far. Afraid. Yeah. I made him a nest, guys. He's my friend now. He's probably been guarding me while I sleep. So has Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha, oh Avery, I'm not famous. Yeah, Stella's a YouTuber. I remember that. I know because I just finished editing the first episode like a few days ago. So, like, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber, she tells Instagram.
Sigh, I'm a YouTuber. Just
aren't we all these days, she asks. She hunts cryptids.
I was expecting this to be like a...
I was expecting it to be like a slideshow, and it would be like just scenes of what happened.
Yeah, like a little summary, not just like, here's a exact screen that you already saw once.
I mean, I guess this is if you took a long break.
Yeah,
that it's like, oh yeah, I remember when we were in the diner talking and she told me she was a YouTuber. I remember when we were in the forest and we saw the deer growing 2 extra heads. I remember that. That was fun. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay.
Oh, that's right. We can talk to animals.
Yeah, we can talk to animals, kids. Our other thing is street smarts. We're a hooligan that didn't bring our pocket rat with us. That's a shame.
He had to stay home.
You'll eat those words when I came carrying a mountain. He was out there hunting mountain lions. Didn't work out.
Yeah, didn't.
I remember this. This was a good time. I say, eating my popcorn. Watching the slideshow as we go through our slideshow in the living room like we're showing off our vacation. Yeah. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. Yeah, no, I saved the dog, actually.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can literally talk to the dog, so...
Yeah.
I just want to point out again that I would have saved Duke if the dog wasn't able to communicate to us like a person As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. I saved the doggo, guys. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms just before this maggot man comes out from behind the bush. She manages to wriggle out of her harness, your eyes fixated on the dark line over Duke's shoulder. God dang it, he says. Also, he did not karate kick the gun. We went on about that a lot of times. He just kind of like grabbed it and pushed it forward. So I guess you could make the argument that he was just trying to get out of his own face, but shot Duke by accident.
I'm not sure how doing that managed to get the gun into that position, though.
I'm not sure how intelligent they are, if they recognize what a gun is and how to avoid getting killed by it. Stella, keep an eye on them for us. Make sure they don't get into any more trouble. We get his name? His name's Wayne? Did we know that?
Apparently.
Did the game just accidentally spoil who that is?
I think I remember him having the name on the title on the card, but I never didn't really pay attention to it before.
Was Wayne the name of the guy on the bus?
I don't think we ever got his name, but it's definitely him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the same jacket, but
yeah.
Welcome home.
And also him being a creepy weirdo also fits.
She's wearing a Sailor Moon shirt, I just noticed.
Is she? Oh,
look at that,
she
Sailor
is.
Moon. My grandmother, called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the relative safety of your cousin's uncomfortable guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up! You are sleeping, says the squirrel.
There's just a squirrel in the room with you.
Just staring you in the face, and it's all pixelated like that image.
You are sleeping.
You open your eyes. Ouch, I thought I left those at home. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now, you are safe. You don't know that. I remember that ending thing where they showed a bunch of locations. One of them had a bunch of blood in a bedroom. We're not safe.
Yeah.
Your gaze wanders across the room to the window and the woods beyond. You wonder if the monsters are lurking there right now, just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the crumbling estate. But is Dustin okay, is what I'm wondering.
Hey, he's fine.
He's probably eating one of the ditchlings right now, just in the drawer. We're just gonna open, he's gonna be gnawing on it. He's gonna be like, you want some? I'm gonna be like, no thank you, Dustin, but thank you for killing that ditchling.
Just a really small one.
Just a little small one. It's not like it was young, it was just really tiny. There's a tiny subspecies of ditchlings that are just really little, like gremlins. Ditchlings fumigate for those. They're like, I hate these gremlin ditchlings. They get into everything.
They actually like the opossums because they eat the little ones.
They keep the opossums as hunter class friendly little pets that they can use a sick on them. I have a whole skill tree for it and everything.
It's like cats and mice for humans.
Oh, baby. I'm going to try and make an effort to not have us linger on one text sentence. Just talking about stuff. A familiar unease and settles into your gut, tangling into a knot of anxiety, wriggling as the events of last night play out in your head. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree with half of his face fucking missing, pieces of him scattered across the clearing.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
You're not sure if you'll ever feel okay again after what you've seen, but you can't stay in bed forever. I can try. You can't tell me how to live my life.
And then those cops just were like, we can go get him in the morning. It not a big deal.
And then they use the camcorder's tape to get an episode of Night Court or something. That reboot. They just DVR'd it.
Yeah.
Is that what you do? You just stick it in and you press record. That's how it went, right? That was a long time ago. Guys, did you know that VHS tapes were a thing?
Yeah, some people in the audience may not have even heard of those.
Audience of 2.5.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
What's the backstory of that half? I want to know about that. What's that guy's story? Hunger pulls you from the clammy depths of the mattress. Man, I'm really hankering for a PB&J. Check on Dustin!
Yeah.
I don't even read the other options.
Yeah, Dustin, most important.
Where'd you get the sandwich?
Where did he?
Did you go downstairs and make yourself a sandwich, Dustin? Oh God, he's still here. Oh, good. I was about to say, you ass. I'm glad he's here. Dustin's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good, he's still here.
Look at his little face.
Human is back. Good morning, Dustin. I see you have bread now. Have you met Frou Frou? Can I talk to you about something horrible that happened last night? Can I have my clothes back? No, he keeps the clothes. They're his now.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dustin. How are you today? Dustin, feel good. Had productive night. I see you found yourself some food. Good job, Dustin. Give him a little scritch.
Yeah.
I see you have bread now. Yes, Dustin found a bread. Dustin also ate a bug last night. Good night for Dustin. Did you wrap the bug in the bread?
He had a bug sandwich.
He just like wrapped. That's why there's only one bite out of the bread. He just like put the bug there and just took a bite. And he's like, I'm good. Can I talk to you about something horrible that happened last night?
I don't know if Dustin's going to be the best at talking about horrible things.
Human can always talk to Dustin. What happened?
I like how every other animal we've talked to talks like a perfectly normal person, and Dustin is just like...
Well, not really. The deer spoke with like single-syllable words. Dustin is speaking with like broken English. The cat and the dog spend their time around people, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
See, I understand what you're going for, Scarlet Hollow. I got you. I'm with you. Time over here doesn't know what the fuck you're doing, but hey, whatever. We'll just not invite him next time.
No, I'm real smart.
The woods are full of big scary monsters. The woods are full of monsters, and I can't go home. You can. You're just not. Just take a bus.
Yeah.
Is the bus not coming back for a week? That'd be rough.
I mean, it is a pretty small town.
Get a bike. Just go for it. They can't catch you when you got wheels.
A bike through the woods full of monsters, yes.
I watched a man die. The woods are full of... That's not what I said. The woods are full of horrible monsters. Are all three of these going to have been the same? When Dustin gets scared, Dustin pretend to be dead. Maybe if you pretend to be dead, monsters leave you alone. Maybe humans' friend also play dead. I'm pretty sure that's not true, Dustin.
No, that's definitely what happened. He's okay. He just got scared. And
I appreciate your attempt to comfort me and give me an idea, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to work for a human.
You should try that next time you see one, though.
Just like lay on your back and stick your legs and your hands up in the air like you're a dead bug.
Fall.
Just dead bug.
Yeah.
Just dead bug, guys. Have you met Frou Frou? Monster. Okay, well. Really doesn't like Frou Frou. I'm going to punch Frou Frou in the face. Leave Dustin alone.
Frou Frou is a cat, so that's not inaccurate.
Yeah, cats are psychopaths. I have two of them. They're just psychos. It was nice to catch up, Dustin. I'll see you around. Please don't leave. You were like my best friend here so far. If I had to choose between being in your YouTube videos or Stella's, I'd totally star in your YouTube videos, Dustin.
Oh man, I'd watch Dustin's YouTube.
Imagine if an animal like Dustin managed to get a YouTube channel going. They'd be really popular. That'd be pretty cool.
He's just doing it on his own.
I'd subscribe. It was nice to catch up with you, Dustin. I'll leave you be. Okay.
Okay. Oh, Dustin.
I'm glad Dustin's okay.
Yeah.
Poke around the closet. Did we already do that?
Yeah, I thought we did. I guess. I don't know.
Let's text Stella to make sure she's alive.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea to check on with your new friend. You can't imagine she's holding up very well. Yo, what up? Hey, how are you holding up? Hi, no punctuation, but capitalization for some reason. Send picture of a tired cat you found on the internet. She's a YouTuber. She might appreciate that.
Yeah, and also you are Instagram from Twitter.
I am Instagram, so I guess we have to choose this one. I am also, as we established last episode, someone who makes their money living in a internet cafe streaming. So,
Yeah.
Tired cat. Man, I didn't realize you managed to find on your first try my spirit animal.
Yeah.
It might take her a minute to get back to you. In the meantime, I mean, it's a text. I don't take as long as you want. It's there.
Yeah.
I guess we'll poke around the closet. I did that last time.
I guess something new could have happened in there, I suppose.
Let's look out the window real quick.
Yeah.
We never got to the garden because I didn't realize it would lock us out like that. Hopefully we get another chance.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't just let us retry that.
You creep towards the window, careful not to be seen by whatever might be lurking in the garden.
I wonder if we would have seen something if we'd gone in there.
What was that? Was there a thing here, or did I imagine that?
I didn't see it.
Well. I guess we'll just never know, guys. It's just going to be an X-Files episode later on, I suppose. Just this screen is going to be the whole episode. They're going to be looking at it on their monitor like, I want to believe.
Make the thumbnail for the video. Go back to the screen and then...
Put a bunch of arrows and circles on it.
Put a big red circle around it, yeah.
And a number 10 just there, like top 10, this, and it's just a bunch of arrows at it, and it's just the same screen. For a second, you thought you saw a movement. It could have been an animal. It could have also been something else. Whatever it was, it's gone now. I will leave you, window. I'm taking my things and going to my mom's house. Maybe you'll head out there and investigate after you've finished waking up. Am I sleepwalking? Am I gonna like come out of this dream and be like, oh, finally I'm like for real awake, and then I go to the drawer and open it, and the possum can't talk to me, and it's like, oh, I woke up a little too hard.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go back to sleep and reset it.
You gotta reset it.
I hate it when this happens.
Great, the doll didn't move during the night.
Always good.
Where's your other shoe doll? Maybe it isn't haunted after all. I had no reason to think that to begin with. Though after everything you went through yesterday, that's hardly a consolation.
It's a creepy doll in a rundown abandoned mansion. Haunted is the default assumption.
If you say so. I'm not afraid of dolls, nerd. Return to your room. It's a doll. Just walk past it. What's it going to do? It's going to get knocked over. That's what it's going to do. It's going to fall over and be like, oh, I'm a doll.
If you get attacked by Chucky, just punt him across the room.
That doesn't work because Chucky has the strength of a full-grown man.
I guess.
You turn back to the rest of the room. Learn your lore, nerd.
Does he have the mass of a full-grown man?
No, that's why you're actually able to punt him across the room, and they often do, actually. Get dressed and head down to the kitchen. Time to start your day. I've watched way too many of those Child's Play movies. I've seen 1, 2, 3, and Son and Bride.
I think I've seen one of them, but I don't know which one.
The first one's pretty good. It's fun.
It was a long time ago.
It's not like a work of art, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
You're back in the kitchen. Frou-Frou eyes you from her favorite spot on the counter. That's the only spot she has, it seems, in the house. Yeah. Her pupils dilate and her tail twitches, and I flick my switchblade saying, leave Dustin alone, Frou-Frou.
You walk into the room and you do the little thing where you put your fingers up to your eyes and then you point at her.
As I'm making a sandwich with the other hand. I see you are still here. How unfortunate. I see my ditchlings haven't managed to dispose of you yet. Excuse me, ma'am, may I pet you? I did say that the last thing I would do is get her to pet me if it had to come to that. Pet Frou-Frou, just do it. She'll scratch me.
Yeah, she's definitely going to bite you or something.
But if she bites and scratches me, that'll contradict the fact that I chose the selection that guarantees petting Frou-Frou. It doesn't say try to pet, it just says pet,
it just
guys.
says pet, yeah.
I don't want to be here either. Have you noticed anything weird around here? Do you know anything about ditchlings? Gretchen sends her regards. Silently. And then I pull a gun. Gretchen sends her regards. She did say that she was going to outlive you.
To outlive Frou-Frou, yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am, may I pet you? I believe we have been over the... Oh, yeah, I forgot she's French. Oh, that's right,
she's French.
That filthy pair of hands will not befoul my... I just washed them. Look, there's a sink right here. Look, I'll turn on the faucet, then you'll get mesmerized by it and try and play with the water.
She just, like, bats at the water, yeah.
Well, I won't force it. She did say no.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here either. At this point, that's not true. I don't want to go back to my internet cafe cubicle when I have, like, ditchlings running around and my cousin that might need my help. Have you noticed anything weird around here? Gretchen sends her regards. I don't know how to pronounce that. That creature has not yet returned to whatever vile pit of hell it crawled from.
I love the cat and the dog rivalry.
They're pronounced merde? Do they roll their R's in French? I'm pretty sure no, right? Merde is what it would. I don't know. I don't know French. Truly ours is not a kind god. Cat god?
Cat god.
Hey Tabitha. I guess you're here now. I chose 2 explore options. Did you know the police called me this morning? Yeah. I would have told you about this if you didn't storm off last night.
I watched a man die.
You've only been here 1 day, and you've already had a run-in with the cops. A man died.
To be fair, the cops here don't seem very good at their jobs.
I'm surprised they called. Did the cops say anything about Duke? We were chased through the woods by monsters, and you're worried about cops? You never mentioned monsters last night.
We didn't ever mention monsters.
There are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. That's not going to happen. She's not going to go. I had a really rough night. Can you cut me some slack? I'd be pretty annoyed if the cops were starting to poke around.
Yeah.
What can I say? Trouble follows me wherever I go. Shut up. Shut up, Instagram. Duke's blood is on... That's not true. Duke's blood is specifically on the hands of probably that one ditchling and himself. Yeah. I chose the dog, so technically, from a video game perspective, I did cause his death. But, I mean, come on.
No, it's fine.
Those ditchlings were supposed to be harmless, says Sybil.
Yeah. So really, it's her fault.
Can I hang out with you today? Finger guns. What's the plan for the day? Finger guns. Is there anything I can do to help out?
Finger guns.
Finger guns. Did the cops say anything about Duke? Did they actually go in and get his body? That's literally what they asked. Body? They didn't say anything about a body, but apparently he never went home last night. What are you talking? Wait, he's dead. And they had quite a few questions about you. Instagram.
Yeah, the cops definitely know there are monsters out there.
And before you ask, don't worry, I told them that you're an upstanding citizen. Aw. And before you ask, okay. I always expected to have another line up here when I get my choices.
Yeah.
Thanks for having my back. You know I didn't do anything right. You seem unfazed by this. Yeah, I mean, we were chased through the woods by yeah, you know I didn't do anything right.
Thank her for...
yeah, thanks for having my back, Tabitha. Sure, what else is family for? That's a really forced smile. That's a really forced smile. That's a really forced smile. She's trying, I guess. Oh, it's still there. Uh-oh. You were traced through the woods by monsters. She's not gonna go. I had a really rough night. Can you cut me some slack? What can I say? Duke's blood's on my hands. I'm sorry. Can I hang out with you today? What should we pick next? What, can you choose quickly so that the smile goes away? This is the scariest thing I've seen so far.
I feel like we should mention the monsters even though she's not gonna believe it, although she might because there's whatever other person lives in the house who might be a monster themselves.
She's gonna be like, yeah, they're ditchlings, idiot. I keep one in my kitchen cupboard and she just opens the door and there's one down there like gnawing on a box of mac and cheese. Should we be like really like they're monsters and God, or should we be like they're monsters? We should probably get out of here. That smile's burning into me. Please choose something. I'm pretty sure she's in pain right now. So
yeah, I think just say there are monsters in the woods. I guess
there are monsters in the woods. We need to leave. I saw them with my own 2 eyes. Is that what Stella's got you on about? We have literal video evidence. That girl spent years chasing her own shadow thinking it's Bigfoot. Yeah, but we have like actual video evidence of a guy getting shot in the face, I think.
Yeah.
This is just a sleepy mountain town where nothing ever happens. I'm not about to flee in terror just because Stella thinks she saw some ghouls.
They were ditchlings, actually.
What is up with you and Stella? I'm sorry. What is up with you and Stella?
Yeah. It sounds like they kind of used to be friends or something.
Well, she mentioned before that she used to call him in the last episode, Stella referred to her as Tabby because that was her nickname for her when they used to hang out.
Yeah.
So they used to be buddies, or at least hang out on occasion. I think in school. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We just have a history. That's all. I don't need to explain myself to you.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. If you want to keep it to yourself, I'll let you do that. I'm sorry. Can I hang out with you today? What's the plan for the day? Is there anything I can do to help out? Is there anything I can do to help out? Try and make ourselves helpful?
Yeah, I was thinking either that or just ask what the plan for the day is.
We can do plan for the day. The plan is that I go to work and do my job and you stay out of trouble. I want you home by sunset, Missy. Or Mr. We said they, I think.
Yeah.
The fact that we named it Instagram for whatever reason made me default to a girl, but I guess it's more of a feminine sounding name. I don't know. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask, and we won't have any more problems. Okay, bye.
And there she goes. She just slides
okay,
out the door.
Oh, hey, sunset.
Sunset.
You know what, Tabitha? I'm gonna go to town. I'm gonna buy better mac and cheese than what you eat, and I'm gonna eat it in front of you. Your cousin huffily exits the kitchen. Her footsteps fade down the hall, ending in the characteristic creak, then slam of the front door as it opens and closes behind her.
I thought you were gonna be nicer to Tabitha.
That doesn't mean I have to put up with her Overall, I'm gonna try and be nice to her, but if she's actively being antagonistic, I'm not just gonna roll over her.
Yeah.
Once again, you are the only human in the estate. Also, I'm not like 8. I can go out and be out as late as I want, Tabitha.
Yeah.
It seems you make a habit of bad first impressions, no?
A very specific wording. You're the only human in the estate.
Well, there is a cat in front of us.
Yeah, and Dustin, and whatever else lives here.
This would be my second impression, Frou-Frou. I was here yesterday, do you remember? Oh, baby, a text from Stella. Yep.
It's the same tired cat.
It's the same tired cat. Hope you're holding up okay, or as good as you can with all the stuff we saw last night. I was up most of the night on cryptid forums, no real answers yet. I'm at the library now if you want to join. I have scones. What kind of scones? I say, crossing my arms and eyeing my phone suspiciously. Scones, say no more. Cool, on my way. I'll be there in a bit, still waking up after last night. Hell no, I say, blocking her number. I'm not really feeling up for it today. Ghoster? I'm not gonna do that.
No.
Cool, on my way. I'll be there in a bit. I'm still waking up. I want to look around.
Yeah. We can look around a little bit, yeah. It did sound like we would be able to go out to the garden.
I hope so. And that's that. Time to start your day. Make PBJ investigate the garden. I don't know if I'm gonna get locked out. Should we go to the garden or should we eat something?
Let's go to the garden, I think, first.
It's probably gonna let us do both, but let's investigate the garden.
Yeah.
Let's burn those calories before we eat. You know what I'm saying, kids? Fist bump. As your eyes wander to the garden door, you shudder, remembering the brief glimpse of something you saw from your upstairs window.
Let's just go out there. No weapons.
They have a swing! Whee!
Oh, they do have a
swing. Getting on the swing and getting the only animated section of this game.
We get out here and the ditchling is just on the swing already.
This is thick as f.
Yeah, it is.
Look at those god rays back there.
Yeah.
It was probably just a raccoon, but the uncertainty of what you saw gnaws at you and compels you to investigate, if only to prove that it was nothing. Is it the rest of Dustin's gang? I certainly hope so.
If we see a raccoon, we can just ask him if he saw anything.
Yeah, I hope it's an animal. I can talk to those.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can talk to ditchlings yet. At the very least, you don't see anything now?
Do they count as animals? Are they...
If I can talk to animals and humans are technically animals, does that mean that I'm just like omnilingual?
I guess. But if you go, just... You didn't translate the cat speaking French at you, though.
That's very strange. Where does it draw the line? I can understand animals, but they also speak certain human languages. At the very least, you don't see anything now. I'm going to investigate further because the last time I went back and made a sandwich and couldn't come out.
Yeah. You can understand animals, but only when they're speaking in English.
I certainly hope so. Learn American animals, I tell the animals. You wander farther into the garden, trying to pinpoint the spot where that thing had been lurking, if indeed there had been a thing to begin with. Take it all in, check the ground for clues, head back, take it all in.
Let's take it all in.
The garden is peaceful but undeniably eerie. Here, more than anywhere else, you're surrounded by the ghost of what this place used to be.
Really?
A greenhouse sits in the midst of the overwhelming greenery, unreachable from years of neglect, its glass clouded and cracked. Statues reach out from within seas of weeds as if begging to be rescued.
I don't know, that greenhouse looks pretty reachable. It's just kind of right there.
There's like a whole tree and a bush in front of it though, and I mean, come on. And most strikingly, behind a pair of rusted metal gates at the very peak of the mountain sits a graveyard. You can just make out a few of the headstones, the scarlet name carved deep and proud into their faces.
Ah, good. Just what I always want to live next to, my family's own private graveyard.
If you're rich, you probably have those.
Yeah.
If you own this land, may as well bury people on it.
I guess.
But hey, you know what? We might look at that graveyard next time on Scarlet Hollow, kids.